What is up, YouTube? Today I'm coming back at you with another DVD and Blu-ray pickups video. Now, I know I just made a pickups video pretty recently, but this is a special edition of my Blu-ray DVD pickups because this is going to be all the stuff that I got for my birthday, because my birthday was yesterday and my fiance got me a bunch of movies on Blu-ray. So I have about 6 movies here to go through, and this is just going to be a quick bonus edition pickups. I do have a couple other things that I purchased myself that I'm going to be saving for the end of the month pickups, but these are all things that my fiance bought for me. So I have 6 Blu-rays here, and we're just going to go through them and talk a little bit about each one and what I think, and yeah, we'll just get right into it. So hopefully this one's going to be a little bit quicker for those of you who don't like watching the super long pickups videos. This will probably be a little bit of a quicker one, but let's get into it. So the first title that she got for me was one that I was really excited to check out, and I'd heard a lot about this movie, had never seen it. All of these movies are movies that she did a lot of research, and she made sure to get movies that I had not seen and that I don't own, but were well received and are similar to my movie tastes. So she did quite a bit of effort into this, and I'm really appreciative of it, and it really shows because these are some pretty solid titles, I think. So the first one that I have here is Moon. So I had heard about Moon a lot on a lot of the collecting groups that I'm a part of. Moon gets brought up quite frequently and how it's such a great sci-fi movie. It's one of Sam Rockwell's best performances, and she got it for me on Blu-ray, and I have never seen it. I had never seen it, but I have watched it since getting it, and I am incredibly impressed. This is a really, really good sci-fi movie, no doubt. Definitely I agree that it's probably the best thing that I've seen Sam Rockwell in, but I don't think it is my favorite sci-fi movie. It is really, really good, don't get me wrong, and I think it's one I'm going to want to rewatch again, but I don't know if I don't think it's in my my top 5 favorite sci-fi movies. It's a good one, but I'm not sure what it is. I think it's just the fact that I found it a little predictable for my taste. I think that's really the main thing, is I've seen similar concepts done before, and so I found its plot a little predictable for me. But that doesn't mean I didn't like it. I did like it, and I do think it was a great movie. So I'm happy to own this on Blu-ray. It's super cool. It's a Sony release, and I like Sony's Blu-ray releases because they often take an effort to make inside artwork and, you know, disc art and stuff. They just have these really weird flat cases that I'm not a huge fan of. But other than that, I do like Sony releases, a large part of my collection here. Alright, this next one that she got me is one that I had never heard of. I don't know a lot about it. It seems to be a smaller title that kind of went under the radar. It's another Sony release, but it's called In a World, and this is a movie about voice actors, and that's pretty much all I know about it. She told me a little bit about like how it's about voice acting, and it's a comedy, and that's pretty much all I know about it. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. It's got a bunch of special features. I think Moon had some special features too. Yeah, it's got some commentaries and the making of. I did watch the making of, which is really fascinating because that takes place all on one big set, essentially. But anyway, special features included on In a World are a commentary with Lake Bell, alternate opening sequence, deleted scenes, In a World promo trailers, and a gag reel. So, got a few extra little special features in there. Like I said, I know nothing about this movie, haven't heard anything about this movie. It is a Sundance Best Screenplay winner, so that's kind of cool. So it must be at least decent. But like I said, Sony releases are great. They tend to take advantage of the clear cases and do some inside artwork, and you have some nice disc art on a lot of Sony releases. So I do like Sony's Blu-ray releases. A lot of companies have gotten away from that because of 4K is now the premium format, but Sony still tends to put out some good stuff. Alright, this next one is one I had heard of, but I've never seen. This is a classic movie, and I've wanted to check out more stuff from this director, but I really haven't watched a lot from him. And you're going to be surprised, but it's Rear Window, and this has James Stewart, and it's directed by Alfred Hitchcock, the director of Psycho. I haven't seen like practically anything Alfred Hitchcock has actually done, which should be something that I should try to fix. But this is supposed to be, a lot of people say, is his best movie. I like James Stewart. He's a really great actor, so I'm really looking forward to this. It's got a lot of bonus features on here. It's got Rear Window Ethics, an original documentary, conversation with screenwriter John Michael Hayes, Pure Cinema Through the Eyes of the Master, Breaking the Barriers, The Sound of Hitchcock, Hitchcock / Truffaut, I don't know how to pronounce French, interview excerpts, and you have Masters of Cinema. You've got feature commentary with John Fowell. You've got production photographs, theatrical trailer, and re-released trailer narrated by James Stewart. So you got a lot of different stuff on here. It also came with a digital code, which is super cool. I like getting free digital copies. But yeah, I haven't seen this movie. It's supposed to be really good. It's a classic movie, and I've wanted to get more into classic 50s and earlier movies. I have started to amass a small collection of early cinema, because before, my movies were basically all focused on like the 70s and forward, and most of that was 80s plus. I had very little 70s cinema. But I'm starting to fix that. I've got quite a number of 50s movies now, and I think that, I don't even know when this one came out. It looks like a 50s movie, and it came out in 1954. So, yeah, really excited to get that and check that one out. The next movie is one that I've seen. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about it until I actually, looked some stuff up. I've seen this on Amazon a bunch of times in my recommended, but I never actually ended up picking it up, because I am a fan of foreign films, and this is a foreign film, and this is Hero with Jet Li, and this is directed by, let's see, it's presented by Quentin Tarantino, but it is directed by Zhang Yimou. I don't know how to pronounce that, because I'm not good at speaking Chinese either, because I don't know how to speak Chinese. Anyway, yeah, it looks like a foreign Chinese action movie. I'm a big fan of Asian action movies. They tend to be high on martial arts, obviously, and I do like that. I don't really know a lot about the premise of this story. It looks like it's probably going to take place in feudal China. Probably, I'd imagine, something to do with either one of the internal empire conflicts, or maybe like the forming of the Chinese empire. I don't know. Should be interesting. But got some special features on here as well. It's called Close-Up of a Fight Scene. You've got Inside the Action, a conversation with Quentin Tarantino and Jet Li. Hero Defined, making of featurette. Storyboards, and a soundtrack spot. That's really interesting. You have a soundtrack spot. Now let's see, does it have... Yes, it does. It has the original Chinese language track, which I am super excited for, and that is in a 5.1 digital, in addition to the English dub. But I'm probably going to watch it in Chinese, because I prefer the original audio on most things. So, really cool. Oh, it also won an Academy Award, so that should be a pretty good movie. This next one I picked up, that was gifted to me by my fiance, is one that looks very, very weird, but in a good way, and that is Stardust. So, I've never heard of this movie, but once I got it, I started looking up stuff, and apparently everyone who's seen this movie really, really likes it. I know very little about it. I've watched the trailer a couple times, and it just seems super weird. It's got magic, it's got steampunk, it's got, fantasy, it's got a crazy cast. It's got Michelle Pfeiffer, Robert De Niro, Claire Danes. It's got a bunch of really crazy casting, and I just had never heard of it, and it's just, it looks like a crazy adventure fantasy movie, and I'm a big fan of those, so I don't know, it looks really cool. Looks weird though. It's got some special features. It's got a commentary by the writer and director. It's got a featurette called Crossing the Wall, the making of Stardust HD. It's got Nothing Is True, another featurette there. It's got 5 deleted scenes, a blooper reel, and theatrical trailer. I love blooper reels and gag reels. Those are so much fun, and especially in a movie like this. But yeah, Paramount, standard blue disc, so always creative Paramount there. Alright, and the last one that I got is one that I'm super, super excited for. Now, I've heard a little bit about this movie. I've seen people talk about it. I've seen trailers for it back in the day. I remember this coming out in theaters and never going to actually see it, but I remember it looking pretty creepy. But I'm super excited for this one. This one's probably going to be the one I watch next, because I've only watched Moon so far. But that is The Others with Nicole Kidman. So this looks like a really good like suspense, maybe thriller type movie with some like darker undertones. I don't really know a lot about the story. Like I said, these are all blind buys, things I haven't actually seen. And I'm a big fan of this style of movie. I really like darker, serious tone movies. And this looks like it's right up my alley. I'm also a big fan of Miramax. They tend to put out a lot of good stuff. So anytime I see Miramax on the cover, it's a good sign for me. But it comes with a bunch of special features as well. It's got a look inside The Others, original documentary, visual effects piece, xeroderma pigmentosium. What is it? A story of a family dealing with it's a featurette. It's got an intimate look at the director, I can't pronounce his name, and it's also got theatrical trailer. I'm sorry, I'm so bad with pronouncing names and stuff, but anyway, it did come with the digital copy as well, so that's always really nice. And yeah, it doesn't have any other audio tracks, which is to be expected, but yeah. I'm gonna flip the digital code around here. It's, you know, a standard Paramount disc, just blue. But yeah, that is everything that I got for my birthday, for my fiance. I haven't received anything else yet, but I would imagine my parents probably got me something, but that'll probably just be in my normal pickups video. But these were all the gifts from my fiance. Super appreciative. They're all really, really cool, and all things that I'm really interested in checking out. And yeah, they seem like some pretty solid movies, and all things I've never seen, which is always really cool. So got some new stuff to watch, and yeah. What did you guys pick up recently? What recommendations do you have for me that I can check out? I'm always happy to check out new movies, and yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick pickups video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.